Welcome to day 7 of my beginner's guide to rebounding. Today we're going to cover a few topics. We've got one more move to introduce and then also some common questions that we often get asked. So let's first of all go with our exercise. On day 3 we learnt the basic bounce taking our stance wide, which looked like this. Nice and simple, feet pushing down into the mat. If you then wanted to add in a little bit more energy, as and when you feel ready, you can start to make space between your feet and the mat. Okay, today we're going to take it into the center and into a narrow bounce or a basic center, whatever you want to call it. Now this is a little bit more challenging. It's going to ask more of our body when it comes to balance. So if you have a stability bar, hands are going to lightly hold onto it. We're going to squeeze the legs together, squeeze the abdominals in, keep our shoulders down, and then it is about pushing down through the mat. So as you can see, I'm having to make my legs work a little bit harder. Now let me show you this from the side. So pushing down, my feet are flat to the mat. If I want to use the arm movements, I can then start to either pull my arms back or I can just lift my arms here. So this is definitely going to be a good variation from your basic bounce wide, and you can practice the two of these together. Okay, one of the questions we get asked is what size trampoline should you buy? Trampolines come in 39 inches all the way up to 50 inches. So one, it depends on the brand that you go for. 2, you have to consider your height and your weight. For me, I'm 5'1" and I weigh around 9 stone. So I find that I can go with a 39-inch trampoline, but also I get a lot of enjoyment out of something like this, which is 48 inches. But somebody like Scott, who is 6'1" and weighs 4 stone heavier than me, he finds that the smaller trampolines are a little bit more challenging when it comes to choreography because he doesn't have as much surface area to work on. Now, depending on the brand that you choose determines on whether you get standard bungees or whether you can customize it to suit your height and your weight. Now, if you go for a trampoline that just has standard cords, you will find that on a smaller rebounder, that bounce is going to be a little bit firmer. As the trampoline gets bigger, those cords have to stretch further. So generally speaking, that tends to give a softer bounce. Okay, second question coming up, barefoot or with shoes? Now this really just comes down to preference. For me, I have rebounded for many years barefoot, and the only reason I would start to wear trainers is if I was working on and off the trampoline. But for someone like Scott, he actually prefers to wear shoes. It really depends on maybe your knees. If you've got any knee problems, then you might want a little bit more support. And again, with the ankles, if you find that your feet start to roll in, then shoes will give you that extra protection. Okay, the third and final thing I want to show you is how to get off your trampoline. This is really important. I see it all the time on social media, people jumping forward, people jumping to the side. But when you first start rebounding, it's really important that we protect those knees. So if you have a stability bar, just come to the side and just carefully step down. If you are stepping off like this, it's a lot harder, not only on your foot that is going onto the floor, but also on your knees, okay? So we want to really think about just stepping to the side and then off you go. Okay, I hope this guide has been useful. Remember, today is the last day that you can enter our competition to win a Leaps and Rebounds trampoline. Whether you want it in 40 inches or in 48, they are going to give you that choice. You also get a stability bar and a water bottle. Thank you so much for joining me. Let me know if there's anything else that you need to know about rebounding. Be sure to be following us on our social media pages and on our YouTube channel. And when you are ready to get started, we have some fantastic workouts in our beginners playlist. We have our step-by-step series as well as our beginners series. So these will help you learn these basic moves that you have learned over the last week and put them into action. Okay, have a wonderful rest of your day and I will see you soon. Take care.